All right, with that. All right, let's get started. We're going to take a deep breath in, and remember, if it hurts, don't do it. Thank you. So, the doctor, physical therapist that said not to do something, please don't do it. We're here to have fun and celebrate our ability to move one last time. Deep breath in, and then exhale. As we come through, let's get to our shoulder rolls. Bring them up, back, and square down. Just doing a couple more times. And then pressing up, pressing them back, and pressing down all the way. So you're waking up that neck a little bit, bringing our chin to our shoulder. We're just as far as we're able to. We're just kind of looking over our shoulder, and then come back to center. And then go looking the other direction. Again, just kind of glance over that shoulder just as far as it feels good. And come back to center, and we can try that one more time. If you want to, you can maybe try a little bit of stretch. Try to stretch that neck just a little bit. Again, we're just waking up. And come to the center. And stretch that neck a little bit more. And nicely done. And again, one of my favorites, our turtle stretch. So we're going to bring our chin into our chest. Looks like a turtle. Tucking its head inside the shell, and then we're going to stick our neck out as far as we're able to, and then bring it back in, tuck it in, and then stick our neck out as far as we're able to. Nicely done. And then we'll get into a little bit of our wrist circles, and then go the other direction. And we'll get into one of my favorites are fist and fling. So bring those fingers out front, hold on to tight fists, bring everything in, and then fling it out, open and close those hands as fast as possible. So you guys are familiar with it. I like to do it one more time. Again, so looks like we're gathering and sending energy out, all that positive vibes. And we're going to grab a hold of all those great vibes we're sending out. We're going to bring that in. We're going to take all that negative energy and just kind of flick it out on top of the garbage, on top of the garden. That's all it's good for, just compost. And we're just going to tilt some arms. We're going to move elbows to our side and press our palms up. Rotate those palms and press them down. Nice little bicep curls, nice and slow. And then this time we're going to keep them straight, go all the way up overhead. I wish this video could show all the great faces out here dancing. Pressing up and pressing back down. Let's go to the side. And then press those palms out. And one last time. Deep breath in. And then exhale, press those palms out and nice and slow. Come back to the side. We're going to get into a little bit of our hips. Do a wide stance here. Our arms are going to come out. We're going to kick our hips to one side and stretch those arms towards the other. Again, if you want to do a little bit more of a bend and a curl that feels good, welcome again, stretch this side and then come back up to center. Let's kick those hips out to the other side. Stretch. Again, this is where you're feeling it, stretching that arm. If you'd like to, again, you can bend a little bit and reach to that side and come back to the center. We'll do one more, a little bit different. We're going to keep these arms out, twist to the side, and again, just maybe tap your feet. If you want to, you can reach down a little bit further, but all we're aiming for is a little bit of a stretch. Come back up, twist back to center, twisting our torso, and then this kind of reaching for that knee. Nice job, and twist to the center. Great job. We're going to open up our hips a little bit. So we're going to press those hips forward. We're going to kick it to the side. We're going to hinge forward. Kick this to the other side and connect all those dots. And again, just a really little tight spot somewhere. Feel free to hang out there for just a second. And then go back around. And then next time we come to the front, we're going to pull it down, reverse it. Let's go direction. Once again, just getting a couple floor rotations. We're going to try to hit all those points. Front, kicking it to the side, and shake that out. We got our invisible fence. If you feel like you need your chair for some balance, please have that available. We're going to bring that leg up or knee up, open it up, and then place that foot down and coming back right back in. Nice job. So it doesn't matter how far you're going. We're going to what feels good for us today. Nice job, Judy. There you go. And then switching sides. So bring that leg up. If you like to, you can practice a little bit of balance. Again, let it go to that chair. Maybe letting that hand just hover a little bit. Just one last time. Opening up only as far as it feels good. And then bring it back to center. Waking up those knees just a little bit. And get those little knee circles. And let's go the other direction. And then finally, we've got our calf circles. So once again, we've got those core positions. We've got the flex. We got the points. We got the inversion and the eversion, connecting all those dots together. We're just going a couple full cycles, and then we're going to go the other direction. Again, trying to get that full range of motion. You can shake that off a little bit. Switch sides. Again, get those four positions, inversion, eversion, point, and flex. And then trying to hit all those points as we go in a full circle. Get a couple full cycles and then go the other direction. Might feel a little awkward to go the opposite direction. That's again part of the practice between our mind and our body to shake that off. And we're ready to get started. So we're going to get started with still core squats as normal. My perfect time to tell you again our motto. Clear out some space if you need to. We have a little bit of space in the middle. My motto is, you know you've got it. It makes you feel good. So you can say that phrase, that phrase. You can keep it right there. You're in that sweet spot. Or you can add on. So coming up to those toes. If you're ready to make this a little bit more intense, adding some arms. The more we do our arms, the more intense our workout is going to feel. And then another great way to add some intensity or make this a better workout is to add some coordination and balance. So coming up onto one leg. Great job. We're here for 3. And the last one. March it out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Grab some water if you need to. Have some water on hand. There are water fountains on either side. Take breaks as much as you need to. It's feeling a little bit warm. We've got a bunch of fans. But take breaks as much as you need to bring your heart rate down, to catch your breath. Take some water breaks. You do not need to follow me in order to do this workout completely. So we're going to get started with a nice step tap, or heel tap, I should say. So again, one foot in front of the other, tapping, and swinging our arms to what feels good for us today. Again, the more you move your arms, the more intense it's going to feel. So, do what feels right for you today. Listen to your body. And if at any point during the workout you're getting really overwhelmed, want to catch up, want to catch your breath, you can come right back to this simple step tap. So because it's my last official day, well, we're going to see me again. Last official day, though, I'm going to go over one of my favorites. And that is, I like a great. One of my favorites, which is the pyramid. It's kind of like the crescendo, or the going to do we got let's figure this out, phase. We have a little bit of an endurance phase, connecting our brain and our body. And then we have the rapid fire, what I call the rapid fire phase. So again, the first one is just a simple heel step and arms side to side. So we've got again 10 on each side here. Then we're going to pick it up just a little bit. And then adding on from here, we've got that knee up. So again, just get that knee up. And again, if you want to just work on your legs today, that's great. That's like you. I want you to, again, feel good today. If you want to add a little bit more to this, you can, again, bring the opposite elbow to that opposite knee. This will give you a little bit of a core workout as well. We're kind of doing a little bit of a crunch as we do this. If you want to make this more intense, the more you move your arms, the more you move your body, go ahead and add both elbows. Nice job. And then we're going to move this on just a little bit more. We're going to move on to a side step. And this can be level 1. Level 2 is going to be just a little lift. Little half jack here. So again, level 1, just do a nice step touch. Level 2 is a little half jack. And of course, level 3 is going to be all the way up. Bring these arms all the way up, full extension. And our next step in 3, 2, 1 is going to be just behind us. So stepping back. And again, you can do a lot of these from a chair. So if you're in the chair, we're just going to step our foot to the side, adding some of those arms. So pushing forward. What feels good for you, but we're just stepping back. Nice job. Pushing out. And then we've only got one more here. We got our skaters. So again, bring those feet back. So again, if you're in your chair, again, just stepping to the side. One foot behind the other. That's a great option. And again, bring that as I get back in the group. There's arms. Again, the more we move our arms, the more intense it's going to feel. We did this on Wednesday. Again, most intense is going to be up in the air, going side to side. Yeah, wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. But we do care. We care a lot. We're here for 3. Last 2. And here's our last one. And we get a nice step it out, nice little water break. And we're going to do this again, but we're going to go a little bit faster here. So we're going to try to bring those connections, working our brain as much as our body. We can start with a heel step. That's where we're going to start. Again, just swing your arms too. And then moving on to that hamstring curl, or knee up. Bring that knee up. And again, level 1 is just bring that knee up. Level 2 is bring that opposite elbow, the opposite knee. And level 2, 3 is both elbows coming up. Moving on up to our side step. Again, level 1 is just a side step. Level 2 is a half jack. Level 3 is all the way up. Nice job. Great. Again, here for another 3. So we're stepping back. Last one, we got that step back. Pushing out in front of us. There you go. You got it. You got it. Nice job. We got here for another 2. We're stepping to the skater. Last one. Go to that skater. And Again, you could be here, down low, or bring those hands up above our heads. Nice job. Here for another 5. Last 2. Last 1. And let's march it out. Grab some water. So we got this enough. We had 2 kind of practice rounds. Here we go. We're going to shorten things up a lot. And what I call the rapid fire. So we'll go over this one more time, nice and slow. But we're only going to do 2 of each. And that means 2 total, so 1 on each side. So we're going to have the heel step, the knee up, the side step, the push back, and then the skater. So again, we got the heel step, knee up, the side step if you want it, the push back, and then the skater. And so even I can get this pose. So we got the heel step, knee up, the side step, the push back, and then the skater. Okay, so we're about ready. We have the knee up, the side step, the push back, and then the skater. Heel step, knee up, side step, push back, and our skater. There we go. Heel step. Nice job. We've got 2 more rounds. Heel, side step, push back, and then our skater. One last time. Heel tap. Knee up. We got our side step, our push back, and then our skater. This is it, guys. And woo! March it out. You guys see it? Nicely done. My brain is red. Let's get some water. Getting right back into our step touch again, our base right here. As soon as you're ready, we're going to go to, again, one more quick, just 1 round today. I usually do this in 2 rounds. We're going to do 1 with the cardio burst. We got some mobility. I call this for revving our engines. And then a round of intense cardio. Okay, for us, it's going to be intense. So we're going to start with just what we call, again, just a little revving. So again, I call this starting the mower. We're reaching across our body towards the ground. And last 2, we're going to switch sides. Good, last 1. Let's switch sides. Nice. Again, reaching down, pulling up. Again, I'm getting a little bit of stretch if you need to in our back, in the arms. We're almost like we're preparing for our strength with those rows. Last 2, and then we're going to switch sides again. Last 1, and this time go across our body. Cross. So we're pulling the door. Whether we're pulling the door shut or opening the door, that's up to you to decide. Are we closing doors or opening doors here? Last 2, we're switching sides. Last 1. Let's go to the other side. Nice job. Again, feeling that stretch. Walk back. Tammy and Shirley are high-fiving each other. Great job. Nice job. Last 2, and then we're going to switch again. Overhead. Last 1. Switching sides, going overhead. Nice. Again, we're thinking of getting a little bit of stretch. body a little bit, but don't worry, we're going to bring it right back up. Getting that stretch. Again, just reaching. Once again, even in your chair, again, sitting in your chair, just reaching up is a great option here. Nicely done. Last two. And then switching sides right here. There we go. Again, sit in your chair. You're sitting down, reaching up your hand. Nice job. Getting that leg in a stretch. Feeling it maybe in your back a little bit, maybe in your sides. So again, it's a little bit of this calm before the storm. And here we go. Last two. Last one. And let's go. Rest it out a little bit. Nice job. Tap it out. We've got our cardio burst here. So today, we'll do my personal favorite. We got this what we call Tabata here. So we're going to start level 1. This is going to be low quarter squats. Staying right here, nicely done. If you want to stay here, that's great. This is level 1. We're going to get a little bit of rest here. So kind of tap this out. Short rest. And then we're going right back into our interval. So level 2, we're coming up onto our feet, well, onto our toes, and again, moving our hands just a little bit more. So once again, the more you move your hands, the more you move your arms, the more intense it's going to feel. We're coming up into those toes. Here we go. Short burst. And 2, 1, and march it out, tap it out. Again, this is our short recovery. And then we're going to level 3. So again, feel free to stay at level 1 if that feels right for you. Or we're going to go to level 2. If you're on to level 3, we're going to get a little bit of what we call the jump rope. So coming up into those toes, bending those knees. Please listen to your body. This is going to be a very intense move. Nice job. Good job. See people going at their level. Perfect. We're going to go for another 10 seconds. 2, 1, and rest this out. Short rest though, because we have one more round. One more round, we get a long rest, moving into our balance and our strength. So, again, take that rest. Listen to your body. One more round. We got level 1, just the squats. Level 2, adding those arms. And level 3 is the jump rope. Ready? Let's go. Got another 25 seconds at your pace. You got this. A big crate coming up. We got it. Keep it up. I see great qualifications. Go to your pace. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice job. Grab some water. Try to keep those feet moving. So grab some water. Let's bring down that heart rate. And today we're going to do a little bit of that combo, cool down and stretch. So we're going to starting with that heel step. So again, comes in, come into it when you're ready. Get that water, let your heart rate come down, catch your breath. That was an intense little finisher we had there. Step it out. And then we're going to start adding that mobility here. Again, go ahead and move up. Alternating arms. I call this the picking flowers. Nicely done. Sometimes when you were in the winter months, that's called this the curling. Curling. The winter sport curling. We're picking flowers. And then we're going to add some of this balance here. So right here, we're going to level one, just a stretch. Foot is on the floor, and I'm just stretching out my hamstrings and a calf. Level two, I'm going to pick up that foot off the floor. I'm still flexing my toe. So you can see I'm still flexing my toes. And again, level three is again letting go of the chair if that feels right for you. And then taking a deep breath in. And then exhaling nice and slow. So we'll do that one more time. You pick your level. One stay here. One hold onto the chair. You take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Nicely done. Let's switch sides. Pause so you can switch sides of your chair. So we got that stretch. We're going to put that heel into the floor. Level two is we're going to pick that foot up completely off the floor. Still flexing it, still feeling that stretch. Level three, taking a deep breath in. Nicely done. Exhale, come on down. One more time. You choose your level. Take that deep breath in. Exhale, come on down. Nicely done. We're going to move to behind the chair if you need it, just for some balance. Once again, get into that little bit of what we just did. So we're alternating sides. We're going nice and slow right here. We want you to get a little twist in with the torso. And then reaching overhead. Again, getting a little bit of stretch. Working our way to the balance. And we want to again lifting that leg up into the air. And then practicing how you might need to use your chair for some balance. So right here, two. Last one, and then we're going to hold it. Lean over, hold. Again, if you can, let go of the chair. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Switch sides. Lean over. Again, see if you can let go of the chair. Nicely done. And let's go one more time. Challenge yourself if you can. Come back to center. Last time. Stretching. And great job. One time for one more. Cool down, stretch, and balance. I call this the dancing flamingo. So it's just like what we do with our stretch. We're going to lift up our knee. Open it up and bring it back down. That's level one. Coming back in, you can practice this balance right there. That's great. Level two, stay holding on to that chair. We're going to open up our leg, and then we're going to add a figure eight, and then come back to center. And then finally, level three, letting go of the chair. This feels good for you. Open up that leg. Or figure eight, and then coming back to center. Let's do that one more time. You pick your level. Again, you can stay right here, or you can add the figure eight. Nicely done. Open it up. And let's switch sides. So once again, you said you want to move on to the level that feels right for you. We got level one. It's just going to be that invisible fence. Just opening up that hip. Level two is adding that figure eight. And level three, I see everybody practicing this already. Keeping our hands off the chair, going as slow as you need to, and then opening up figure eight and bring it back in. One last time, this is it. We're going to our straight after this. Pick your level. Nicely done. Bring it back in. Oh, nice. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Grab some water. We're not going to quite grab our weights yet, but grab some water. We're moving on to our strength. And so before we get into our weights, we're going to start with some dorsiflexors. So standing next to my chair, I'm going to point my toes up to the sky, dig my heels into the floor, lifting those toes up. Again, you can practice as a partial, kind of a great transition from balance to strength. You can use this a little bit to practice the balance by holding out to the chair. Okay, great way. That's what the chair is for, to help us keep stability. Level 2 might be just to, again, let that hand hover. So if you need it, the chair is available. Just let it hover. And then level 3, when you're comfortable, when you're ready, bring those hands to your hips. And again, the other main practice, again, using your chair or not, is to again bring some control to this. Kind of shifting from letting our momentum take over, like the cardio, to us being in control, not just of the lifting of our legs, but also the lowering. So whether we're lifting our legs, lifting our arms, we are controlling all our motions, as I almost fall. Here we go. We got 2 more. Last one. And you can shake that out. Go ahead and grab his feet. And today, let's start with our arm weights. So we're going to switch things up today. We're going to start with arms. So we are our wrist weights. So whether you're using dumbbells or wrist weights, starting with the arms. Ooh, it's a little warm in here. We got fans. I think we got as many fans we can going. So you're going to take breaks as much as you need to let your body cool down. This is where we go a little bit slower, get more control, but we can still work up a bit of a sweat. So go at the pace that feels right for you. But we're going to start with our bicep curls. Again, sitting in our chair, we're going to sit up nice and tall, tight core. You are welcome to try this in a standing position, but again, still remember to get that tight core. And then we're going to glue those elbows to our side. Open up the arms, nice tight core. We're going to take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to lift up those arms. And then inhale, nice and slow, bring them back down. So again, you're going to hear me say this a lot. Strength is about control. So we're controlling our descent just as much as we're powering up our muscles as we lift. I like to pretend like I'm playing a game with gravity. So every time I exhale, I win. Gravity can't keep me down. But then as I take a deep breath in, gravity slowly, no matter how much I resist, it slowly wins until it takes over. Until I power up and then take that deep breath in. And then slowly losing that battle. And then I win. We've got this. We've got 2 more. Here's our last one. We're going to take up, hold it here, and then slow it down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and done. You can kind of shake that off. We're going to move into our rows and our triceps. So it's actually going to be in the same position for both of these exercises. So I'm going to show you from the side. You can stay facing forward. That feels more comfortable for you. I'm going to put my left arm on my right knee. I'm going to lean forward. My right arm is dangling at my side. And then I'm going to just scrape that arm up my body, squeezing that shoulder blade and bring it back down. So remember we were doing that rev your engine portion. I'm saying we're preparing for our strength. This is what we're preparing for. forward. Just like we're starting that motor again. We're going to bring this arm straight back, keeping that elbow as close to the body as we can. But as we're squeezing that shoulder and bending the elbow, it's going to kind of go up towards the sky. So as we're squeezing that shoulder blade back to the other side of our body. Then we're going to pair that breathing. So we're going to exhale as we lift up, and then inhale as we bring it back down. Nicely done. We've got two more. And our last one. And bring it back down. So as I said, we're going to stay in this position. You can shake out the arm. You can come out, but we're going to come right back into this position. Really kind of making sure that we're leaning forward, kind of changing our center of gravity. And then we're going to come back into that row. So bring that elbow up. And if you need to, you can adjust. I'm going to adjust by pulling my elbow to my side, still leaning forward, and then I'm going to kick straight back. So the reason I kind of really emphasize this leaning forward is that this motion is exactly the same as a bicep curl. So if we're sitting straight upright, we're going to be just doing a bicep curl. We're going to be feeling it in our biceps. But if we're leaning forward, we're changing the exertion here so that we're feeling it behind our biceps, our triceps. Nice job. Exhale as we extend that elbow. Inhale as we bring it back in. Here we go. Last two. And last one. And let's release it down. Oh, I'm feeling that. Let's go shake that out. I call this the chicken dance. So we're going to dance it out, and then we're going to switch sides. We got a row and a tricep this time. So arm I just worked. My right arm is coming to my left knee so that I can lean forward and keep my chest up. It's going to protect my back. And my arm is off my side. And I'm just going to straighten up my body. One of the things I tend to say here is it's almost like we're trying to put our hand into our armpit. Pat is the only one I've seen able to do that. But that is what we're aiming to do. Most of us aren't that flexible, Pat. But that is what we're actually aiming to do. Trying to get that hand in our armpit, but keeping the elbow as close to our body as we can while we do that. So we get squeezing our shoulder blade. Nice job. Looking good, everyone. And put your best foot forward, Stacey. Here we go. Last two. And last one. Release it down. Just going to shake it off. Give yourself a little reprieve. So get right back into that position. Really kind of lean forward this time. Keep that back straight. Hand comes down. We're going to go back into that row. I am going to adjust my shoulders so I can move that elbow to my side. And then I'm going to just push back. So again, straightening the elbow and then bending it back in. So you can see, if you're looking carefully, you see that the only thing moving is actually the elbow joint. It's just hinging. And then again, the rest of the arm is holding very still. Where am I feeling this? I should be feeling this behind my upper arm. And again, in my triceps area. I'm going to pretend like I have a giant glass ball right beside me. That if I were to go out, then to protect my shoulder, I would bang against that glass. So we're going straight back. Tricep glutes to the routine very quickly. So we've got two more. And release it down. Whew. Yeah, chicken dance that out a little bit. We've got what we call a bonus sit stand. Dig into those in just a minute. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And then come to a standing position. Come to the side of your chair. Take a deep breath. Roll those shoulders back. Tighten our core. Exhale as we lift those arms up And then inhale as we bring it back down. So again, remembering that breathing technique. Exhale and inhale. Why do I want to remember this? Well, as we tighten our core to protect our back, we tend to forget to breathe. And again, breathing, very, very important. No not breathing in enhanced fitness. So we're going to roll those shoulders back to keep them back. Tighten our core, but then exhale to lift up, and then inhale as we bring it back in. Again, tighten that core. Nice job. Might even feel this a little bit more as we roll those shoulders back, keep them down. As we lift up, seeing how you can see the difference in feeling where we're aiming for. Straightening our shoulders, and actually also getting a chance to again strengthen our arms a little bit. This will help us lift things up, like our groceries. Maybe our luggage a little bit, clean up the compartment. Last one. Lift it up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Shake that off. All right, you can go ahead and grab a seat, but we have this extra bonus here. So grab a seat, but don't take the weights off quite yet. I have a challenge for you. So again, your option. If you like to do your sit-to stands with no weight, that's great. That's fine, fantastic. Go ahead and take your wrist weights off. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit though, again, I'm going to encourage you to keep those wrist weights on. It is a little bit harder. So if you do a couple, you're like, my gosh, PJ, that's too much for me. You can take the wrist weights off and then do the rest without weights. But then we sit the stands other than with the weights, we're going to do the same. We're going to drive those knees out, at least 2 fists between. You can cross your arms, it's a little bit hard here. So what works for me, Peggy and Martha, just praying we get through these. Pressing those arms in, keep that chest up, and then go ahead and stand. And then slowly bring yourself back down to the chair to sit. So that sit it feels a little bit like a rest. But what it actually is a reset. It's kind of letting our brain catch up with the rest of our body. We've got a lot going on with these sit stands. Our knees are driving out on the way up and on the way back down, driving those knees out. We're keeping that chest up as we stand and then also as we sit. We're again trying to keep it very steady and control. And again, remembering to breathe is also very important here too. So use that sit as a reset. Maybe again, you need to skip a rep, that's fine. I'd rather you do 4 really good reps than 8 sloppy ones. Here we go. Last one, we stand up. And slowly come back down to our chair. Nice and good. Go ahead, feel those wrist weights up. Great job. That is not easy. Most people don't realize that when we have those weights on our ankles, we're not actually lifting those weights. But when we have them on our wrists, we're actually lifting that extra weight as we sit and stand. So it makes it a lot more challenging. Great job. Just grab some water and then switch out for your ankle weights. And once you're ready, we're going to get started with our knee extensions. You can stay seated, yay! But just because we're staying seated doesn't mean we're not still working our body. Still a lot going on. We're going to again sit up nice and straight, nice and tall. You can dig your arms into the chair if you need to, or just use Again, use the return as a reset. All this, again, it's like the tricep extension. All the movements coming just from the knee joints. We're just going to lift one leg and straighten that knee, and then bend the knee, just bring that foot right back. Nicely done. Once again, let's pair that breathing. We got the exhale on the way up. Inhale as we bring it back down. And again, using that return as a reset. So bring that leg back down. Sit up a little bit taller. Press. And then return. Let that body again sit up nice and tall, protecting the back, tightening the core. Exhaling. And inhaling. Nice job. Here we go, last two. And last one on this side. And you can chop it out. Release it a little bit. And pat it out, maybe rub it out. But you do have the other side still. So sitting up nice and tall. Take that deep breath in. And then exhale as we lift. Again, when we're lifting, we're just straightening that knee. All the motion is coming from the knee, even though the entire leg seems to be moving. Now, if you like to, this is a great way to increase the intensity without adding weight. And that is putting a little bit more time and attention on our quads. So instead of putting the foot back on the floor, what we can do is as we return it, just let that foot hover just a couple inches over the floor. Pressing up and then letting it hover. So again, feeling that in our quads just a little bit more. Remembering to breathe. Using again that return as a way to sit up a little bit straighter. Nice job. We got two more. And the last one. Nice done. Chop it out if you need to. Rub it, pat it out. Take a deep breath. You gotta go to sit stance. So again, try to remember to keep good form. Drive your feet out. Come to a standing. And then carefully, if you're wearing your ankle weights, walk very carefully to the side of your chair or behind your chair. We'll get started with some calf raises here. Coming up onto our toes. And then coming back down. Again, all about control. We could probably stand and bounce onto our heels all day long. But what we're going to do is to strengthen those calves is to slow it down as we come back down to the floor. So maybe hold it at the top for just a second and then slow it down. You're welcome to use this as a chance to practice the bounce too. Coming up on our toes can be a little bit tricky for our brain. So you can use this as a chance to progress your balance by using one or two fingers on your chair, letting that hand cover. And when you're comfortable, bring those hands to your hips and still practicing that control, especially on the way back down. Here we go, last two. And our last one. And try to shake that off. And if next to us, we can face the chair. Get into our zebra kicks, as I call them. We're going to tap one foot behind me and glue those knees together. It's going to help isolate my leg, my hamstrings. I'm just going to let that foot up. Does it have to be really high? No, it doesn't. We're engaging our hamstrings, whether we come up all the way to our butt or if we just come up a little bit off the floor. So go to what feels good for you. Go to your full range of motion. Challenge yourself. Again, do what feels right for you. Standing up nice and tall here. And you can slow through that breathing. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way back down. Last one. and shake it off, and go ahead and switch sides. So again, take that tap back behind us, glue those knees together. It's almost like we have like $100 bill between our legs. That's like half a tank of gas today, right? It's valuable. Don't drop it. You can also use this as a chance for some extra balance too, because being on one leg challenges our body a little bit too. So again, feel free to let your hand hover, and when you're comfortable, bring that leg or the hands to your hips. Not your legs to your hips. That's a different move. Pressing up. Last two. And last one. Nicely done. Can shake it off a little bit. Going into my favorite are Jane Fonda's. Why is my favorite? I don't know. So we're going to stand up nice and tall, and I'm just going to kick my leg to the side and then lower it. So this is key. We are working our glutes a little bit to the max during this workout. You're going to feel it mostly in the standing leg. But what we are still doing, again, is about control. So we only want to lift our leg as high as we're able to lower it. So if we find ourselves swinging that leg back, just push it a little bit lower and then control it back in. Very good. You're going to feel it in your glutes a lot. This does fatigue very fast. We still have one more exercise. We got two more. Last one. And we'll shimmy that off a little bit. Has had somebody like to do the bongos on their rear. And then switch sides. And let's go ahead right into it, lifting that leg. It might be hard to see in this video, but one of the key things that I say, we're not just hitting our glutes here, we're actually targeting our abs and our adductors. So what we really want to do, not just control that motion, we really want to get good form. So I actually like to lead with my ankle or kind of pigeon toe my foot forward so that my toe stays pointed forward. That really targets all of the muscles that I'm aiming for here. Here we go, last two. Last one. And kind of bumping it out a little bit, cut it out. We've got one more. This is it. Our single leg lift. I'm going to face the chair so you can see a little bit of my back. I'm going to hinge forward, keep that back straight. I'm going to place my hands on the chair, my weight going into my right leg, my left leg, and lifting up. So you can kind of hinge, almost like what we call pendulum. And this will help protect your back a little bit. If you're feeling it too much in your back, go ahead and just stand up, keep it in a nice upright position, and kick that front leg back and hit the glutes a lot more this way. So again, if you like to hinge, and again, you're not feeling too much, still feeling in your glutes, you can see right there too. Last one. And bring it back in, shake it off, and switching sides. So still hinging forward. My weight now goes to my left leg, and then my right leg lifts up. Again, hinging, if that feels good for me, or standing up nice and tall and kicking that leg. Our leg is staying straight the entire time. So it's almost like I have a line from the tip of my head to the tip of my toe. Keeping that back not just straight, but also level. And if you want to again make this just a little bit more intense, more time under tension for our glutes, let that foot hover over the floor rather than bringing it back to the ground. There we go. We got two more. And our last one. Nicely done. Shake it off. Nicely done. This stretch, you want to carefully come back to your chair. Take off your ankle weights. Grab some water. And we're going to get ready for our stretch. And as you like to say, take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. That's like you. The hardest part of every workout is getting there. Showing up. So congratulate yourself first and foremost. So we're going to take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to check in with our body. See what might need a little attention either during our stretch or when you get home. So again, pay attention and then open our eyes. We're going to get into our shoulder shrugs. Bringing the shoulders up to the ears. And then exhaling, pressing them down. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, press them down again. Feeling all that tension release to the floor. Last time. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bring them down. And this time, we're going to bring our ear to, instead of bringing the shoulders to the ears, we're going to bring our ear to our shoulder. You want to deepen the stretch to straighten out that opposite arm. And come back up to center. And just switch sides. Again, bring that ear down to the shoulder, straightening out that opposite arm. And taking a deep breath in. And come back up to center. We're going to bring our arm across our body. We're going to stretch out our shoulder and our biceps. So stretching our arm across, the opposite arm is going to pull it down. And we can get some wrist circles here. The other direction. And then get a couple of distance plays here. And release and go to the other side. So stretching, reaching this arm across our body. The other arm is going to pull it down. Wow, this is good. And then getting a wrist circle here. Go the other direction. And then getting a couple of distance plays here. Nicely done. Release. Let's get into our quad stretch. So I'm going to dig my foot into the floor so that my knee is hovering over the ground. I'm going to push my hips forward. So kind of just pushing that leg forward a little bit. Feel that stretch. Then if you want to, you're going to take a deep stretch. Here, just lifting your arm. You can also add a tricep stretch if that feels good for you today. We're still stretching that quad though, so don't forget to push that quad forward. And release. We'll come into the other side. Switching sides, and then my foot is digging into the floor, knee is hovering. And I can just add that arm stretch or add a tricep stretch in here. So guiding it down. Or reaching back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And release. Nicely done. Very carefully, we have our last sit scan. So go come up very, very carefully. Gently. We're going to come to behind our chair. Stretch out our thighs, and we just worked during the start our legs. We have a wide stance. We're going to bend one leg, and you can again stay right here. Feel the stretch here in our third groin. You can also again make this into a little bit of yoga move next to me. And our warrior pose. Hold this out, and then come back up to center. Let's switch sides. Again, you can hold on to the chair. That feels good. That's great. That's the way the chair is there. We can go back into that warrior pose. And come back up to center. Last but not least, open up those arms, stretching those arms back as far as we're able to. Wrapping ourselves in a deep, deep embrace. Rocking side to side if that feels good. And then slowly opening up those arms again. Right, making a note which arm is on top, and then wrap the other arm on top here. And we're going to take a deep breath. Bring our hands up. Again, go as far as it feels good for you, but as we release them, kind of get a bend and hinging at our hips. You can place your hands on your knees. If you're feeling the stretch, you can let your hands dangle. Take that deep breath in one more time. Just come on up. And then release. Release back down. Last time, deep breath in. Come out into those toes. Climb the ladder.